Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. For all of you who do not know, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I do want to apologize because for the last 2 days I didn't post any videos, but I do want you to know that I did record a video, but I hated it really bad, and so I went ahead and I deleted that and I didn't post it. So I believe in giving you guys the best content, so that's what I stand on and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so today's video is about a topic about Tom Brady and him making the comments that his wife is a good witch. Now let me tell you something. For all of you who do not know, for my new subscribers and everybody who is new here, you may not know that I am a huge football fan. Okay, we have a huge football family. Okay, and we are team Buffalo Bills, period. Now, if you're familiar with football, you know that the Buffalo Bills really were enemies, arch enemies, okay, with the New England Patriots for a very long time when Tom Brady was the quarterback over there. So this kind of really touched me a little different because I will always make this joke like, you know, Tom Brady, he's going to see a witch. And listen, my husband is my witness. I used to say this all the time, like, this has to be witchcraft because there's no way you win this much. Like, this is, and then this just confirmed it. And I used to be like, this is really crazy. He's going to see a witch. And sure enough, years later, it comes out that his wife is a good witch. But in reality, there's no such thing as a good witch, okay? You took cheating to a whole nother level. You can't compete with somebody who's doing blatant witchcraft on the field. You know what I mean? And people are, just playing out of pure talent, and you sitting up playing with witchcraft, okay, and spirituality and all of this crap. So here's the clip.
Any superstitions going into the game? Any special thing you carried into the game on Sunday that you had tucked away somewhere?
I did. I always, I've learned a lot from my wife over the years. And she's so about the power of intention, and believing things that are really going to happen. And she always makes a little altar for me at the game because she just wills it so much. And so she put together a little altar for me that I could bring with pictures of my kids. And I have these little special stones and healing stones and protection stones. And she has me wear a necklace and take these drops she makes. And I say all these mantras. And I stopped questioning her a long time ago. I did. I just shut up and listened. And at first I was like, this is kind of crazy. And then about 4 years ago, we were playing the Seahawks, and she said, you better listen to me. This is your year, but this is all the things you're going to have to do to win. And I did all those things, and by God, it worked. It was pretty good. And then in 2015, it was about early January, and she said, you know how much I love you? And I said, yeah. And she said, I just want to let you know this is not going to be your year. Oh. And of course we lost. I said, what does 16 look like? And she said, 16 is going to be your year. So it was early January this year, and I said, babe, I asking, do we have a chance? And she said, yeah, but you're going to have to do a lot of work, and you're really going to have to listen to me. So, man, I listened to her. And right after the game, she said, see, I did a lot of work. You do your work, I do mine. She said, you're lucky you married a witch. I'm just a good witch.
So first of all, what really upset me about this whole video was that now he is so influential over young kids and people in general. You're now going to have a bunch of young kids building altars and doing all sorts of wacky stuff, thinking that, well, if it worked for him, it's going to work for me. They all do it. It's a copycat league in the NFL. So I guarantee you there are players out there that are playing right now that are going, I need to build an altar.
Yep.
I need to do all these things because if it worked for him, it could work for me. Because he already has this thing called the TB12 method, which has allowed him to play into the age that he's in now. And there are so many players that jumped on the TB12 bandwagon just for their body. You don't think they're going to be trying this too?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of that.
Like they're gonna do it. They're doing it right now.
They're
literally.
They're calling some witch to summon some spirits so that they can.
They're Googling it. they're trying to see what stones I gotta buy.
Yep.
They're doing all of it.
Yep.
Same with
See?
the other little boys who aspire to be Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Because we used to live around a lot of players.
Yes, we did.
So we know the amount of work. Like, you don't understand. These guys get up at 4 a.m. I would get up at 4 a.m. and take the elevator down with them. Well,
to go get coffee.
Yeah, to go. Well, I was going to get coffee. They were going to practice.
Yeah.
And they be carrying playbooks that were the size of I don't even know. Picture 12 Bibles stacked on top of each other, and that's the size of their playbook.
And they have to study that playbook.
Yeah.
And
So all that work that goes into it, and then add this on top of it. And I appreciate Tom Brady's work, the work he's put in. But I don't hate people, but I can't stand him to the bottom of my toes. I can't stand this man. He has put me through so many situations and heartbreak, and now to find out this makes it even worse.
You making it about you.
I am.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it about what my people came to hear. Okay, so the spiritual part of it, like, again.
Well, I don't speak on that.
I know you don't. That's why I said I'm gonna speak on it. So, like, the spiritual aspect of it, and where the Bible says touch not the unclean thing. Okay, people have to understand that if you're living by witchcraft and that's what you do, you gonna die by witchcraft. Okay, a lot of people in Hollywood and all of this stuff, they drop dead early because they touching stuff they ought not touch. Okay, so we have to understand just how dangerous it is when witchcraft is involved. Okay, a lot of artists put, music artists, they will put witchcraft in their music.
Oh, yeah.
And then they wonder why they drop dead at such a young age.
Not just in their music, though. They actually do the same thing he's doing.
It's so true. And they go out and they're worshiping the devil, and in their music videos, they're doing all of this witchcraft stuff, and they covering their bodies with blood and all types of crazy stuff. So just if they're doing that in the video, just imagine what they're doing behind closed doors.
Yep.
And then we're wondering, why are all of these people dropping dead? Why are they,
addicted to drugs?
Why are they going to jail at a rapid rate? You know what I mean? Like, going to jail. Like, all of this witchcraft, and you're touching things and doing things that you ought not touch and do. Okay, the Bible has never lied, and we look at the Bible as like a punishment. It's a bee trying to get in here. No. So we look at, well, not we, but people look at the Bible as like, some sort of punishment. Oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, we can't do this, we can't do that. But really, it's saving your life, because there is a world, okay, that's very much more real than this world, and it's called the spiritual world. The spiritual world was here first, and that is what's really real. Okay, and when we start going into that dimension and touching things and summoning spirits and making altars and doing all of this crazy stuff, you are opening yourself up to failure. Okay, so we just have to be very mindful of that. And I just want for people, anybody who thought that was pretty cool, or some young child out there, you may not watch this video. However, I pray that the words of my mouth may touch your heart, and say, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to do it. You'll never get anywhere cheating. Okay? You can't cheat the game like that. You can't cheat the system like that with witchcraft and, oh, I want a promotion on my job. Let me build an altar. Yeah. People could just apply that to anything. Oh, I want to have a baby. Let me build an altar. And now you gonna give birth to Satan's seed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I want her husband, so let me go build an altar. What? That's not how life works. You can't get through life cheating the system like that. Okay, so do you have anything else to say?
Yes.
Okay.
We spoke about Tom Brady and the negative. Well, let's talk real quick, and let's make it a point to say there are many good, God-fearing men in the NFL that are playing in the NFL, and they absolutely will 100% look at him sideways in the locker room. Like, I don't want everybody to think that, oh, all NFL players must be doing this.
No.
Because they don't. There are a lot of Christian men
Absolutely.
that play in the NFL.
100%.
I could come up with one right off the top of my head that
Absolutely.
was the most dedicated family man and
Absolutely.
and speaker, and like, so there are guys in the locker room that will hold him accountable for saying stuff like this out loud. He won't get, I promise you, he won't get away with saying something like this without it being brought up in the locker room.
Yeah, like backfiring, because it's like you just admitted to cheating.
There
Like,
will be players on the field that say things about it to him. Like, this isn't gonna go just in the locker room and within the organization.
Yeah,
they will bring this
because
up.
I was gonna say, like, you just blatantly talking about how you doing altars and mantras and you got crystals and all of that stuff
Healing
that they do.
Crystals.
Yeah, like you're blatantly admitting to cheating. That's what my mind went to. Because what's like, okay, but anyways, keep going.
Mine went to
the children,
the guy, like the kids that are gonna go off and do this.
Oh my gosh,
think that it's the way to, because nowadays it's all about celebrity worship.
It is. And doing whatever they do.
Yeah.
Like if your celebrity, is talking about doing drugs and killing people in their music, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna start sipping lean and doing drugs and trying to go kill people. It's a spiritual interaction that happens when you listen to music. If your music is about being slutted out and being a whore, then guess what? Guess what? You're gonna start being that, and we see that firsthand.
Oh yeah.
Now that I think about it,
absolutely,
that's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, it's a spiritual transfer thing. Like, and then people, they get these people who okay, it's fine, you can go. Who blatantly, talk about witchcraft and what they're doing and how they got to this successful point, and they're basically giving credit to the devil. Guess what? Other kids and people are going to see that and want to be that successful, and they're like, let me follow in this person's footsteps. But I'm here to tell you that is not the way to go. But I'm gonna wrap this video up. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I love you. Talk to you soon. Do not forget you can email me at speakhervoice2 TOO@gmail.com. God bless.